We ready? Well, we had a good game going till about late in the third, and just gave up some huge plays and never really could get it going on offense. And I give Florida a lot of credit. They did a real good job late in the third, early in the fourth, and we never could recover. So we got to learn from it. It was a disappointing loss, and we'll get better from it, and we got to move on after tomorrow.
Coach, I thought the key tonight was their ability to control the line of scrimmage and put pressure on Tyler.
Well, I don't know. I thought we had things going pretty good, you know, and then it kind of started after the, you know, we had a nice drive in the third quarter. Came out, went 81 yards in 12 plays to go ahead. We stop them on a fake punt, and then we get a grounding. We MA on a protection, get a grounding, and you know, we had a lot of mistakes defensively. I mean, they got in the number 8 in the Wildcat, and we didn't get the check. Gave up a huge play there. Then they ran a couple of zone reads and just gutted us. And you know, it was just we didn't play very well on our run fits right there. So, and we looked like we ran out of a little juice on the perimeter late in the game. Maybe we should have rolled those guys a little more earlier in the game, looking back on it.
Derek, offensively, it seemed like the frustration kind of started to mount a little bit in the fourth quarter. Can you sense that at all?
Yeah, I think so. And, you know, we're good when we're moving, we're tempoing, and we're getting first downs, and we just hit a bad stretch there at the wrong time. You know, we ended the game with 3 and out, so that was disappointing. But, you know, then you're into one of those, they're playing coverage and we're having to throw it, you know, so.
You surprised how effective Florida was with those only.
Yeah, I mean, we were playing pretty good. It was a good football game, and we're sitting there, and we just gave up. You know, here we were. They got the ball with what? 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the third. Is that when it was? You know, up until that point, we got a heck of a game going. We're playing, they're doing a good job. They did a real good job with a lot of shifts and formations, and we knew they would to kind of challenge our ability to adjust. And we held up pretty good up until that point. And then from that point on, we didn't handle it very well. We gave up a huge play there, and then we give it back to them and give up another huge play. I mean, they go 150 yards in 4 plays. So, big plays, turnovers, we lost both of those. And I say it every week, big plays and turnovers, we lost them.
Mentally, after those big plays, why do you think they didn't respond well? It just seems like they kind of...
I don't know. I think we looked a little, our perimeter game looked a little tired. We weren't moving. You know, we had a drop. We had a long one we took a shot on. CP just didn't have that extra juice. So I don't know. We'll have to see what the issues were.
And defensively, it seemed like Teague could have almost pushed Burton out on that long run, and I think someone else missed a tackle on that 75-yard touchdown pass. Was it just how frustrated were you to see them not kind of execute the small things?
Well, you can't give up plays that, I mean, you can't give up those in this league and expect to win a football game. You just can't. So.
Can you say what happened on that Trey Burton play? Were you guys prepared for him to run out of the Wildcat?
Oh, yeah.
What exactly
we just didn't get the check. You know, nobody recognized it, and then we weren't able to rally when we misfit it and everything. So it was just a bad play. I don't know any other way to say it. Bad play, and I think this is, you know, I don't know. Didn't get the check there, but then the other big play was just a bad fit. Wasn't really a check.
You talked about wanting to see Tyler go through a tough stretch. How do you think his composure was?
Well, I thought he was working through the game pretty good. You know, and then at the end, I just want to see it. I don't know how much to put it on Tyler. just like it looked like we lost a little juice right at the end, and especially on offense, well, on both sides. And then when the ball broke out, you know, we looked like we were lumbering to get the guy. So,
Derek, you said repeatedly that it's a 12-game season, that this is just one Saturday. How difficult is your challenge right now?
It's disappointing, and you know, them guys are hurting in there because we came in here expecting to win, and knew it wasn't going to be easy, knew it was going to be tough, and had a great game going, and we just let it slip away. And so, you know, the sky's not going to fall tomorrow. We're going to have to learn from it, and they're a good football team, and we got to move on, and we got to make sure we don't make those kind of mistakes again in the game, because those mistakes, you know, when you're in these, you know, and I said this, we're going to be in a lot of four-quarter games, and we got to be able to execute in the fourth. You know, we did it the first game, and we didn't do it this game. And we won the first game, we lost this one.
And then you alluded to it earlier, but when you stop them on the fake punt and you get the ball there, right?
Yeah, we're right there. And we made the protection. Tyler grounds it, and just everything from there. You know, and then we came up short a yard on the next drive, I think. But we were still okay. I think the second big play, then it's like we didn't handle it very well.
Coach, what about the play of A.J. Johnson on both sides of the ball tonight?
Yeah, that helped us a little bit on that third quarter drive, you know, putting him back there in short yardage and goal line. So that was a big help.
Anything else, Coach, how did you think you ran the ball tonight? Keep them honest for the most part.
Well, I thought we were running it pretty good. And, you know, it's the same old deal. I got to look at the drive chart here, so bear with me. I kind of need the play-by-play. All right, here we go. Yeah, here we are. So they go 80 yards. Then we throw an interception. On a shot play, kind of get hit. He's getting hit. You know, same deal on these play action protections. They did a good job on the one-on-one matchup. And then they hit the big play. You know, then this is when it went kind of. We go 5 and out, and we miss it by a yard. But this is when probably we need to settle that thing down and get that run game going. And you know, we had some things we were going to do in the second half running the football that we never really got to. Couldn't get that first down to get us going, and I guess we should have opened the drive with some of that stuff. So I thought we ran it pretty decently. What do we have at halftime?
67.
Yeah, 67 yards. So we're making progress. Disappointing though.
Coach, it seems like, you know, obviously the scoreboard didn't reflect how close the game actually was, at least for those 3 quarters. But do you feel the team gave up at all? Or?
No. I mean, I don't want to get into the giving up deal. We didn't look good on that last play, but they all thought he stepped out of bounds. I mean, that last play looked like it. I mean, I went nuts, but they all said he was out of bounds, so they still should have kept playing on that play. But no, I think you know, we were shell shocked a little bit on those 2 big plays. We hadn't given up something like that, and you know, those are just enormous plays in a game. I mean, 2 80-yard runs, basically, isn't it? Is that about what it was? So.
Do you feel like you had the better team tonight coming into this game? You talked about not having enough weapons in the past this year. Did you think
we felt like we were equipped to go toe-to-toe with them for 4 quarters, yes. And, you know, there's no excuses. I mean, we didn't get it done, and give Florida the credit. I mean, they did what they needed to do. I don't know what else to say. We didn't get it done. Okay.